Okay, this is going to be an example of running a lathe CNC program, and here is what it's going to look like. Here we have the description of the turning at the top and the dimensions at the bottom. I have a little small PowerPoint here to explain a little bit about it. In the top picture is the procedure used to machine steps 1 through 7. The origin, that's actually where we measure everything from, and this is where you would normally center drill your part. Let me zoom in on this just a little bit tighter. And it's this area right here. So we're going to be going from step 1, 2, right on up through step 7. The bottom here is our dimensions. I'll zoom back down to here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn back to our length of 2.62 and a diameter of 1.75. Our stock material is 2.38. Here's where we start. This is our stock material, and we're going to turn it back to 2.62. And here's our diameter. That's the very first thing we're going to do. The next step is starting to write the program, I guess. We can start off with a G90, which is absolute programming, and a G70, which is inch programming. The tool number 3, an offset 3, is how we would describe that. T03, which is tool 3, and the other 03 is offset 3. We have to tell it what gear range we're going to be in. We have a M41, M42, and M43. M43 being our high gear range. The G97 is constant RPMs, and our speed or our RPMs is 500. The next thing we're going to do is turn our spindle on. We're going to turn it on in a clockwise direction, and then we're going to position ourselves. So in order to do that, let's see here if I can pull this up. Here's the code, and minimize that, and let's pull this up as well. Actually, I think I would rather have this one. Alright, now we have our program before us and our dimensions. So we positioned ourselves at at a diameter of 1 3/4 and a length of minus 2.62. Here's where we come in at the Z minus 2.62, and we took it to a diameter of 1.75. Here's how far back we turned it, and then we're going to go to 1.8 because I backed off of that surface because I did not want to scrape it. And the next thing we did is we went back to the 0 point in our Z-axis. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to zoom in on this a little bit tighter. We're going to a length of 2 1/4 and a diameter of 1.38. And here's where we come in with the negative Z minus 2 1/4. And then we wrapped it back to the beginning, and we took it to a diameter of 1.38. Then we finished the cutout at Z minus 2.25. We backed off the surface at 1.4. Notice I did it twice so we can get rid of one of these. And we wrapped it back to Z0, which is this line here. And now we're going to take it to a length of 1.03, and we're going to a diameter of 880 thousandths of an inch. Clear this. Okay, now that we're down to this diameter and to this length, the last thing to do is to pull it back out to a diameter of 3 inches in the x-axis, and the Z 1 inch in the Z T0 cancels our offset, M5 turns the spindle off, and M2 ends the program. And so I can pull this PowerPoint back up. Here's where we started the program. Our next line of code continues on, and we wind it up with the rest of the program. However, I see right here where it says TO, that is the letter O. It should be a 0. Here is the complete code. It's got some text right here telling you what everything is. And we can scroll through that. I can maximize this, and I'm going to reduce the font size to maybe a 16 so we can get it all on the same page. And there's your program.